Virginians have been trying to grow grapes commercially since the Jamestown colony was founded in 1607. In a time when water was not safe to drink, colonists drank an enormous amount of cider, wine, and other spirits. But Virginia's climate and soil, along with fungal diseases, frustrated growers for hundreds of years. It wasn't until the 1970s that winemakers succeeded in grafting French grape hybrids to American rootstock to successfully raise quality wine grapes. Willowcroft Winery dates back to 1981, and the owners have always focused on staying small and making quality wine. But now, there are new challenges.
Virginia-grown grapes are in short supply today, there's no secret, and it's very difficult to buy grapes. The problem is a confluence of a couple of things. First of all, the number of wineries has grown dramatically. As I say, we were the first here in Loudoun County. We're now approaching 40 wineries here in Loudoun County. We're probably fifth or sixth oldest in Virginia, and Virginia's bouncing over 300 wineries now.
State law requires a farm winery to use 75% or more Virginia grapes to produce a Virginia-labeled wine. That means the demand for Virginia grapes has exploded, and now there are more wineries than vineyards.
The data show that the number of new acres planted is rising, but at a rate that's far lower than the demand caused by all the new wineries. And so it's a natural thing, but it's a problem in a number of ways. We don't sell any grapes anymore. We generally trade our excess grapes for other varieties that we need to balance our crop load, and others are doing the same thing. This year, fortunately, I think we'll have a bumper crop in Virginia, and there may be some grapes to buy and sell, but I think it's generally an exception.
Harvesting the grapes is another challenge to making fine wine. Labor shortages often hit when several growers need to bring in their grapes at the same time.
The Chardonnay's ripe. These are the Chardonnay grapes, and we're harvesting them a little bit later than we'd like. Again, usual problems with scheduling. It rained yesterday, we couldn't harvest, and so we got to get them all in as quickly as we can, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. The chemistry show that they're ready to process, and we processed half of the Chardonnay crop today, and we're going to chill these down and process the remainder of the Chardonnay crop day after tomorrow.
Successful winemaking is part art and part chemistry. Parker also has to test the grapes to assure they're at their peak before processing.
This is the test for titratable acidity. When it stays pink, light pink, for 15 seconds, I've got my endpoint. Ooh, one more little bit. Boom, there it is. Started at 10.0. Now the end is 14.7. That's 4.7. 4.7 7 grams per liter.
When processing grapes for wine, they are brought from the overnight chiller. They are put into the stainless steel crusher stemmer. The stems shoot out one end, and the berries are gently broken and drop into the press. Then they are pressed to the sides, and the juice drops into the sump and is moved to a stainless steel tank, settling overnight at cold temperatures. The next day, the clear juice will be drained off the sediment and inoculated with yeast, which starts the fermentation process of converting sugars in the juice into alcohol, carbon dioxide, and heat.
Virginia is making some beautiful wines that are, no question about it, world class. And not only world class, but distinctively different from the same varieties that are coming from other parts of the world. So we have a tremendous advantage in being able to make distinctive, wonderful wines. The challenge here for us is to marry the farming with the demand, and the challenge of being in a very competitive business. Because make no mistake about it, the competition on the grocery store shelf is fierce.
Successful winemaking is a blend of agriculture, food science, chemistry, and viticulture. All that and more go into a bottle of Virginia wine. But it all starts with raising a quality grape crop, still the most challenging step. In Loudoun County, this is Dave Miller.